the sample question. Okay, so here this is a sample question given. So you will see the question says, you see this advertisement in a health magazine. And the article is given a title of the disadvantages of watching television. So what are the prompts or what are the notes for you to write about? Now, in this case, we are going to highlight, or you can also underline what are the keywords or the key ideas. In this case, what are the disadvantages of watching too much television, and how, okay, how it can harm our health. And how can you lead a better life with a less television time? So again, another how, and leading a better life with less television time. So for this one, this is considered a hot question. Okay, a hot question for you, because you are going to provide your own response, your own opinion for this particular question given, or the short note given for you. And please write the article using these questions. All right, so please write using these questions here, and the best article will be featured in our magazine next month. So write your article. Again, keep to the word limit of 200 to 250 words. Now, let's see what are the steps for you to write. Okay, so first one, the step is make sure you write the title. So have the title on top. Okay, have the title on top. And then make sure you mention the name of the writer. So who is written by? Who is it written by? So written by, write your name. Now, teacher, can it be a full name? No, it doesn't have to. Just write your short name. But no baby names, huh? No baby names, no nicknames like Shasha. If your name is Shasha, then it's fine. All right, but no baby names like Kak Long or Kak Chi. Okay, uh, so write your name. Okay, and then the next step we have, write the introduction. Always the IBC. Remember the burger? It applies here as well. So use the burger technique or the IBC. Okay, so when it comes to the introduction, keep it simple. All right, so keep it simple, whereby just introduce um, the whole watching television. Okay, so in this case, we are providing with a background of the topic, and we are informing the main idea as well. And now we know that the main idea is all about the disadvantages of watching television. So first of all, introduce a little bit. Watching television is a favorite pastime among the young and the old. However, this form of mass media entertainment has its disadvantages. Now, this is more to intermediate to advanced, but if let's say you have a little less vocabulary, then you can say watching television is uh, the most favorite, right? The most favorite activity to do at home, right? But okay, let me just write it here. Okay, if you feel like you have less vocabulary, then you can say a little bit like, okay, this is watching, watching television is the most fa- favorable, okay, much better, okay, favorable activity at home. Okay, but you are using a cohesive device, so but it has a lot of disadvantages. Okay, maybe something like that. As simple as that. Okay, if you have a little less vocabulary. Okay, then let's move on to our next part, which is the body or the content. So how we can write for the first paragraph. Like I said, remember the TSC. This is all about the filling of the burger, the T, S, and C. Okay, now here it provides you with the first disadvantage. So introduce, all right, first introduce the first disadvantage. Introduce that first. And again, remember the whole TSC topic sentence. Okay, this is the topic sentence. This is the supporting sentence, and this is the concluding sentence. Okay, this is the concluding sentence. Now, teacher, what if I have no idea for the concluding sentence? It's okay. It's okay. If you feel like you are running out of ideas of how to conclude everything or of how to summarize everything, it's okay. All right? It's okay. But try to leave a few blanks, maybe one or two blanks. Okay, one or two blanks before you proceed to the next paragraph. Because maybe once you have done writing, then an idea may pop. Okay, may pop up. Then you can come up with a concluding sentence. Okay, but don't write thank you. All right. Now, in this case, we have a topic sentence of crime and violence. And then how it is considered a crime and violence to especially the children. How? Maybe you can explain about being overexposed with aggressive and risky and violent behavior. And again, with another explanation, okay, with another explanation by saying that the children might imitate these behaviors, even with the adult as well. They might imitate. What is imitate? They might copy, right? They might copy whatever it's done on TV, all right? Like for example, if you have little siblings and you were watching a killing scene, and your sister or your little brother was with you, and at that moment it was a killer with a knife, and suddenly maybe your little sister or your little brother um, went to the kitchen and got a knife, right? So be careful. So they might imitate this. Okay, so how we can conclude it by saying that children could not differentiate between the television and real world even with parents' guidance. Okay, so this is the concluding sentence. Okay, now move on to the next step. This is paragraph 2. Make sure that you use transitional words or the cohesive devices. Now, in this case, this person uses on the other hand. Maybe if you feel like you have less vocabulary, then you can use the word next. Okay, so you can use this and then again apply the TSC. So in this particular paragraph, it's about it's causing social and physical health issues. About watching here. An example given, a Netflix series would not interact. Okay, so an example following by an explanation. Interact with family or friends or being physically active, because we are talking about this social, okay, social, so no interaction. And the physical health is not being physically active. And these types of activity are not benefiting them from any creative and productive process either. So this is a concluding sentence. Okay, the concluding sentence. All right, so make sure that whatever that you provide for even examples or the explanation, it has to relate to the topic sentence that you have written. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. This is the last step, which is the conclusion. Now you can see that this burger here only has the bun, the patty, and maybe cheese, and lastly, the last bread. Okay, so 4 paragraphs. Now, what can be concluded? We can involve with, okay, less television. This is the last part about your opinion, about your response, or about your suggestion or recommendation. So let me just write it here. Okay, you can write about your opinion, or you can add on your recommendation or suggestion. Okay, so we can see here that you are saying about having more enriching activities and sports. And then you can also recommend them to minimize television time by developing social, critical, and problem solving skills. Okay, because it's crucial for future development, and parents should involve the entire family members in active activities. Okay, we are describing the activities. Okay, what kind of activities and active activities to promote a healthier lifestyle. Now, again, this is more towards intermediate to advanced. Okay, this is for I would say for a score between band 4 to band 5. Okay, because overall mark we have 5, right? 5 for each, for the content, for the CA, for the language, for the organization as well. Okay, so overall will be 20 marks. So in this particular essay, right, in this particular essay here, um, if you think that you can't write um, up to this level, try and come up with relevant opinion. Why you think that should encourage, we should influence also, the children and the adults to be more active, to be more socialized, right? But again, please make sure you have your title, you have the writer's name. Don't forget that. All right, so please do not forget these. Okay, now lastly,